What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the greatest city in the world. And no, I'm not talking about New York. I'm not talking about Las Vegas or Los Angeles. I'm talking about Wrestling City. And as always, I am your host. I am Taylor, and this is your Friday Night SmackDown post show review for January 24th, 2025. Um, now, SmackDown the last few weeks, ever since it moved to 3 hours, it has not been that good. But I will admit, tonight's show was a little bit better. If I got to say that, it it wasn't the greatest, and it's not saying much that it was better because it's SmackDown, and it's just something about 3 hours SmackDown. It just isn't sitting right with me still. And maybe once the transfer window ends and we get all the pieces in place for where each individual superstar needs to go, maybe things will turn around. But I mean, the show tonight, it wasn't that bad. If I'm like I said, if I'm being honest, it wasn't. There was a lot that happened, and I'll get into some of that. A lot happened in the transfer window tonight. You had the Miz. He has officially been moved to SmackDown. Damian Priest has officially been moved to SmackDown. A Town Down Under, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory have been moved over to Monday Night Raw. Um, Other than that, I think that was it from the transfer window. Yeah, I think that was it. So yeah, I mean, it's about time that we finally got some moves made in the transfer window because they've made that announcement like in the middle of December, and we're almost in February, and we didn't get moves made until about like last week. I want to say is when they finally started getting these moves in place. I don't know if they just like forgot about it, or what, but it's good to see that we're finally getting some movement going on there. So we kicked off the show with a sit-down interview between Joe Tessitore and Kevin Owens. I actually missed this portion of the show. I didn't tune into SmackDown until about 7:20, so I missed the first 20 minutes. So I did miss that entire segment. But they pretty much just talked about their match that Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens are having at Royal Rumble. It's a ladder match for the WWE title, and then they talked about their contract signing that they have tomorrow night. Cody Rhodes, he put over Kevin Owens in this segment. He put him over as a genuine genius in the ring, a genius IQ, a once in a generation superstar. But what hurts is that 10 times out of 10, he'll choose the easy way out, but that's why a ladder match is no disqualifications, no pinfalls, no interference, just who has the grit to climb the ladder and retrieve the title. If you could look Kevin Owens in the eye right now, he'd say, yeah, maybe he smiles and shakes his hands and appears to be a good guy, but that's who he's trying to be. Don't and then he says, don't forget that he beat Gunther, he beat Roman Reigns, he's the grandson of a plumber. He's also a study of Randy Orton. Uh, Nice that we got a Randy Orton mention. Hopefully he returns soon. If I had to guess, he'll return at the Royal Rumble. And he says, before anybody loved the American Nightmare, he was as mean as it gets. He says he'll punch Owens in his car. Simply put, good luck. So that was pretty much it from the from that segment. Not much, really, if I'm being honest. But so after that, Motor City Machine Guns, they took on Pretty Deadly, and um, Motor City Machine Guns win. They won the match, and later on in the show, we got a match announced for the Royal Rumble next week. It'll be DIY defending their SmackDown Tag Team titles against the Motor City Machine Guns in a 2 out of 3 falls match, and it's about time. I prayed for this, and it has finally happened. We are finally getting a tag team title match on a PLE for the first time. since WrestleMania 40. Yes, that is the last time that those titles have been defended on a PLE. It's about damn time that we are finally getting a tag team title match on a PLE, and that match, I'm looking forward to it. I really am. 2 out of 3 falls match too. That can't wait, can't wait. That I'm kind of getting like NXT takeover vibes just from that match type, and then you've got DIY and Motor City Machine Guns, two of the best tag teams in the WWE right now. So I'm really looking forward to it. So I can't wait for that one. Piper Niven and Chelsea Green, they took on B-Fab and Meechin. Chelsea Green and Piper Niven took a loss in this one. Meechin would end up pinning Chelsea Green for the win. So then next week, it will be Chelsea Green on SmackDown. It'll be Chelsea Green defending her women's U.S. title against Meechin. If I had to guess, Chelsea Green she'll retain that match. After that, we had a vignette from Charlotte Flair. She officially declared that she will be making her return at the Royal Rumble, and I thought it was a pretty interesting spot where they put this vignette, because they aired this vignette right before Tiffany Stratton segment, and that got me thinking. So this is the second week in a row that they've done this. They did this last week. They showed a vignette of Charlotte Flair, and then right after that vignette, there was a Tiffany Stratton segment. So, you know, if I had to guess, the reason why they're doing that is because we are going to get a Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair match at WrestleMania for the Women's Championship. Now, does that mean Charlotte Flair wins the Royal Rumble? I would like to see somebody else win it, Io Sky, but I don't know, man. I mean, maybe you could have Charlotte Flair win the Elimination Chamber, but I do think that is the direction that they're going at for WrestleMania, is a match between Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton. So, but I really hope she doesn't win the Royal Rumble, because I mean, hasn't she won it once before? I don't, I can't remember. But so after that, we had Tiffany Stratton came down to the ring. She made her entrance, and she said she's not worried about the Royal Rumble in the slightest, because whoever wins will be running on Tiffy time. And then right after that, Rhea Ripley came out. She says she knows Tiffany is a little bit new here, but she's a women's champion too. So champion to champion. She kind of wants to say she respects what she did to Nia Jax, but it's not going to compare to what she's going to do to her tomorrow night. So then Nia Jax came out, and Nia Jax officially declared herself for the Women's Royal Rumble match. And then Bianca Belair and Naomi came out. They as well declared themselves for the Women's Royal Rumble match. And then Liv Morgan, she came out, and she declared herself for the Women's Royal Rumble match. So it's about time that we finally get some women that declare for the Women's Royal Rumble match, because I think before tonight, I think Bayley was the only one that had declared for the Women's Royal Rumble match at this point. So, you know, I was wondering when the women were going to declare themselves, because we've had like 7 or 8 men already declare themselves for the Royal Rumble match, and before this we only had like one woman, Bayley, declared for the Women's Royal Rumble match. I don't know if Triple H forgot that we had 2 Royal Rumble matches, one for the men and one for the women, but we finally got some names in the Women's Rumble match, so that's pretty good, I guess. That whole segment would lead to a 6-woman tag team match between you have Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Rhea Ripley. They took on Candice LeRae, Liv Morgan, and Nia Jax. And the heels actually went over in this match. Liv Morgan would end up getting the win by pinning Bianca Belair. And as soon as that happened, the first thing I thought of is that, okay, this has to lead to a tag team championship match between Naomi and Bianca Belair taking on Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Um, Now, I'm not sure when that match is going to happen. Maybe it could happen at the Royal Rumble, but I don't think that match is, worthy enough to be on the Royal Rumble match. Sorry, you guys might hate me for saying that, but who knows? They they could add it. Who knows? But so let's see. After that, LA Knight took on Tama Tonga. He would pick up the win, but then after the match, Jacob Fatu would hit a uh, Samoan drop onto LA Knight through the announce table, which I thought looked pretty cool. And then Braun Strowman came down to kind of even the odds. They had to stare down, kind of just to build more hype for their match tomorrow night at Saturday Night's main event. And if I'm being honest, that match is the match I'm looking forward to the most. It's just two big meaty men just slapping meat. I mean, pause. But but what do you not? I mean, what can you not love about that? Right. I'm just saying. Carmelo Hayes took on Damian Priest tonight. Damian Priest picked up the win. And, hopefully during this transfer window, I'm hoping that we can get Carmelo Hayes switched over to Monday Night Raw. Now, I know that Carmelo Hayes, he was a first round pick for SmackDown, but I feel like the last 2 or 3 months he just hasn't done much. This is his now second week in a row taking a loss. He took a loss to Jimmy Uso last week, and then he took a loss to Damian Priest this week. And he's actually going up against Jimmy Uso again next week. Hopefully, Carmelo Hayes can finally get a win, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Hopefully, fingers crossed that happens. So, after that, the main event tonight was Jimmy Uso versus Kevin Owens. That happened because earlier in the night, Kevin Owens came out and he kind of was just, talking to Joe Tessitore, like, really, you couldn't do a sit-down interview with me? And then Jimmy Uso came out, interrupted him, and then they kind of brawled a little bit because Jimmy Uso said he was tired of hearing Kevin Owens talk. He said, you talk too damn much, and then he brawled a little bit, so then that led to this match tonight. Kevin Owens did pick up the win to no surprise, and then after the match, he was trying to hit a pile driver onto Jimmy Uso onto the announce table, but then Cody Rhodes, ran down, made the save to no surprise, and the show went off the air with them two brawling. So, other than that, that's pretty much it from this SmackDown. The wrestling, it was okay. I thought Carmelo Hayes and Damian Priest was good. I thought the main event was pretty decent. That 6-woman tag team match, I thought was really entertaining, to be honest. That's pretty much it. 3-hour SmackDowns, I don't know. It still feels like a chore to watch, but that's pretty much it from this SmackDown review. If you enjoyed this, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to like this video. Make sure to leave your comments down below what you guys thought of SmackDown tonight. That's pretty much it. So I guess we'll see you guys next time right here in the greatest city in the world. I think the next time we'll see you guys is for our Royal Rumble predictions. I cannot wait for that because the Wrestling City Predictions title will be on the line. And Ryler, if you're listening to this, I am coming for that title. I'm throwing your dusty ass over that top rope, and I'm winning back my Wrestling City Predictions champion. Till then, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.